Eugene. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field.
So Oregon's offense will have the football first. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarter.
Superstars. And Jesse, when you got a tight end, you can move around, you can feature in the slot, he can block, he can catch it, he can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that gap.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think of it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Go. Throwing more. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Smashes through the tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. It's a fumble.
Priority number 1 for every single offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Childs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Right back to him on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Moore. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play he could make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Davison. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Ducks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
To throw, it's Childs. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The hand to the running back. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. They're working that left side. There he goes. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Lost to throw again. Here's a heat. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scores.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll go play action with Moore. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Moore. He's going to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Moore to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Northwestern spends its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Hey, we saw this QB in the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Running to Green. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 9 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Orange, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
The receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires quickly. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or
2. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Wildcats! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Baird. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. The run inside. It's Hill. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. He breaks a tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Running the red zone, it's Davison. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Childs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the 2nd level. Beautiful execution.
To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dante Moore throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
In the gun on third down, Moore. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This offense has it with really good field position. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Childs. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Moore, play action. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes one. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing more. Makes the grab on the left. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Moore will throw. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Moore to the air again. The screen, he can go. Could not make his way to the corner. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Moore. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Moving away from pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. may change this route. Back to throw, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
The option, he'll keep it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20. On the move, it's Davison. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now first down here in the second overtime. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. If he houses this, it's ball game. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. That'll do it. A pick 6 for victory. The interception to win it in overtime. The drama built throughout this game. Memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.